Mike and I decided that we were going to buy some investment properties in this part of London, which we have come to know, having lived up here for a number of years. And the market was beginning to move very quickly, having made this decision. So in searching for a number of properties for a buy-to-let investment, we saw that Martyn Gerrard had something that seemed to suit the bill, and we were very specific about what we wanted in terms of not ground floor flats, not conversions and longish leases or a share of freeholds. And when we went to, when we phoned Martyn Gerrard to ask about a particular property, we obviously met Stuart. And having met Stuart and at the property, he amazed us by arriving well prepared, not only with comparable prices for similar flats that had been sold in that development, but also with comparative rental yields for the sort of thing that we wanted to do. We didn't have to ask him the question, and that was quite an unusual experience in the, 3 or 4 months that we'd been looking. So having had that, every time we asked him a question, he actually got us the answer. Why would you not use somebody like that? And as a result of that, he also introduced us to his other colleagues, particularly on the letting side. I think the transaction was a protracted one, and I think that does give people cause for alarm when you just want things to happen very quickly. And I think Stuart's role there was the fact that despite the potentials for alarm and deciding, OK, we'll walk away from this, he actually did always supply the kind of information that made you stay the course. And it wasn't anything to do with Martyn Gerrard at all that the transaction took a long time. I suspect they were as frustrated as we were. But in managing the frustration, it was a very positive approach in terms of, well, the only way you can deal with doubt is to find out or get the information to remove the doubt or to make it understandable. And I think he was he's a personable young man, so from that point of view it worked very well, and he has a nice manner. He always called us back, and it seems a silly thing to say, but many people just do not. When you're very busy and you could sell a property 4 times over, as was the case perhaps 6 months ago, it may not be quite the case now, and therefore they're all a lot more assiduous. You do notice the people who bother to come back. And I think that's an important element of it. And we weren't allowed to forget, so he was always there. If we hadn't been happy with the service, I don't think we would have necessarily chosen them to rent the place for us. I think Martyn Gerrard do seem to have a lot of branches. I hadn't really focused on that until I was looking for their particular branch in North Finchley just recently, and I suddenly realised, oh, well, that isn't them. There's another one, and there's one over there. So the North Finchley guys that we were dealing with do seem to know their market. We're looking in a very specific area for specific reasons, and they do seem to know what's around and what's available. And once you've explained to them what it is that you want, they're reasonably responsible. I mean, he didn't show us anything. We said, we don't want anything with pink doors. We never saw anything with pink. I'm joking. We don't want a conversion. We weren't shown any. And there are lots out there. There's housing stock in this part of the world. There are a lot of conversions. So from that point of view, he didn't waste our time. I definitely recommend them. I think if you're looking for somebody to find something specific for you, or if you have some specific aspects of buying a property that you need to discuss, they're certainly the people that listen to you. At least we felt that, and they and therefore, because of that and the fact that they do get back, I would certainly look at, if Martyn Gerrard is advertising something in the newspaper, I will take a look at their ads just to make sure that they have got, that they don't have something that I want, because it was a good experience.